2 of this video series when we're talking about real estate and divorce. I've got Karen Beckingham here with Hacault One Link. So Gord talked about how first steps is getting your separation agreement done. So in the mortgage world, why is that important?
The separation agreement is the division of that partnership and absolves the parties involved from any liability that may be carried over or obtained until that separation agreement is signed. So the separation agreement, when you're looking at your mortgage, first of all, it's going to tell us how much money might be owed to each partner. It's also going to tell us if there's any support involved. And by signing that separation agreement, it's going to designate that once that is all signed, sealed, and delivered, any assets acquired after that date now belong to an individual, not to a partner.
Okay, so it's basically saying there's $100,000, you're getting $50,000 of it, therefore we know we have this money to use for the purchase of a home.
Yes, exactly. Like exactly. So, it's confirmation of your down payment for purchasing or buying out the equity in the matrimonial home.
Okay. So one thing that I find people that I talk to about divorce have a really hard time with this is the fact that they more than likely are going to have to rent for a little while. Why is that?
Mostly because the separation agreement can take a lot longer than most people figure to get it signed. We're working with 2 different parties, 2 different lawyers, and making sure that the wording is best in everyone's best interest for both parties. So that can take a long time going back and forth. And during that time, if one of the parties is remaining in the house and the other party can't contribute towards it or is not contributing towards the cost of remaining in the house may have to go up for sale as opposed to going into a bad credit situation where mortgage payments start getting missed, which is a huge issue.
Because then you're not getting a mortgage.
You're not getting a mortgage, exactly.
Yeah.
So that separation agreement can take a little longer than most people anticipate, even if the separation agreement or the separation itself is amicable.
Yeah. Okay, what other piece of advice would you have for somebody who is at the beginning stages of going through a possible divorce or separation in terms of, I guess, their next steps, getting a mortgage, getting their own home, anything like that? Oh, RSPs. Yeah,
interesting. RSPs, so that in the separation agreement, your lawyer is going to guide you through the division of the matrimonial assets. So RSPs can be some of that. Sometimes RSPs get bandied back and forth because nobody wants the actual registered investments. One of the things that the government has put in place is that you can use your RSPs under a matrimonial division as a down payment on a home for you after the divorce or after the separation. That's fairly new, which means that if there's not a lot of equity in the house or the division of that equity is not going to give you very much for a down payment on another house, you can use your RSPs even if you've used your RSPs before purchasing a house.
Okay. All right. Anything else? You've got 10 seconds.
What else can I tell you? I think, just to have your finances organized, that's so important, and to maintain your credit throughout that process. That's something that can be very, very difficult and can affect both parties. If one party says, well, that's your loan, so I'm not making any payments, or that's your credit card, even though I put everything on it, I'm not making any payments on it. So maintain those payments. Just document them if they're required for your lawyer, to let your lawyer know that you've been making payments on a debt that necessarily wasn't yours. But please keep making those payments. Don't go into arrears.
Okay. Perfect. So if you've got any other questions about separation or divorce as it pertains to mortgages and maybe buying your next property after that separation, ask Karen. She's amazing and she can help you out. Okay.
I'll look forward to it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.